All right, so just give me one moment here. I'm going to share my screen and we will jump on in here. Okay, so Learning Pods. As Rachel mentioned, Learning Pods is a platform and an organization that was founded in 2020 during the pandemic to try to build alternative solutions so that our children could have a safe and stable alternative to the public system when there was so much uncertainty going on. And although schools are back in session at this point, I think many of us can agree that there is still no lack of uncertainty. The future is very shaky right now, and there are so many different things happening and so many changes that the need for something like learning pods, where we can actually create our own solutions to the problems we're seeing in the education system, has never been greater. So that is what's bringing us all here today. All of us are, for whatever reason, looking for alternatives, and we will hopefully be able to give you some information about what it is that we do as an organization and how we can help you and empower you to actually do that and be the change that we want to see in our education systems. So to start off, what is Learning Pods? Learning Pods is an online platform and a community that is designed to connect like-minded individuals, whether that be teachers, parents, families, or any other individual who's looking to get involved with alternative education. So we connect these individuals to be able to create their own collaborative pods in their own local areas based on shared values. So although the platform is online and it's a method to try to connect individuals, most of our pods are actually operating in person in these local areas. It's kind of a funny analogy, but you can think of it a little bit like a dating website, right? Where you match up individuals that are in the same kinds of areas so that they can actually get together and create their own communities. And you will see, as is shown in the little diagram in the center, that we put students at the center of everything that we do. We believe that having these strong community ties within our pods and our alternative education solutions, where parents, facilitators, which is what we refer to our teachers as, and hosts, pod hosts who have a space, can all get together and create a nourishing environment where students can thrive based on shared values. So that is the goal of Learning Pods, and really what we are all about. We're about creating these communities where children can thrive to try to build a better future for them. And we want to do it in a way where we provide you, our members, with as much autonomy as possible to make the decisions that are going to work best for you. And the reason being that one of the many problems with the school system is it is following a one-size-fits-all model, and we don't want to be that. We want to give you the supports and resources that you need to get started. We can provide suggestions. We can help you every step of the way if that's what you need. But at the end of the day, we want to be able to empower you, our members, to be able to be flexible and have the autonomy to make solutions that are going to work for you, your children, and your community. So that is basically what we're all about. And we're going to get into exactly how we do that and the kinds of benefits that we are able to provide you. So to bring this back to the idea of autonomy, with Learning Pods, you have the opportunity to decide the whole way through. Once again, we can provide you with suggestions and supports, but ultimately you are going to make the decision about who it is that you want to create a pod with, which teachers, which families, if there's another host. You can make the decision about the age range and grade level of the students who are going to attend your pod. You can choose the curriculum. We have suggestions, we have options for curriculum in our marketplace. You can choose to follow the local provincial curriculums, but ultimately it is up to you. You can set your own schedule, hours, and rates if you are a facilitator. There's even ways to potentially make a pod free if we have groups of parents who are able to get together and work together to make it a little bit more affordable. And the schedule is, again, really flexible, or the hours. Many pods will run the kind of traditional 9 to 3 sort of schedule, But a lot of them will run maybe part-time or mornings only, or just Monday, Wednesday, Friday. So there's a lot of different ways to work around the schedules of the individuals in your pod and find something that works for you and your community. And also the modality of offering your pod. As I mentioned before, most of the pods that we are operating on the website do run in person. However, we do have some individuals who are looking to do something online or provide, for example, tutoring services online. And there's even a possibility to do blended systems as well. So really, all of these things are up to you and your pod mates, of course. Okay, so what we're going to do next is we're going to take a little website tour. And the reason that I want to do this is I'm going to show you all a few things with the website and how it works when you are signing up. So some of you may be members already, so I do ask you to bear with me as I just kind of walk everybody through the sign up process and the roles that we offer at Learning Pods. So as we come to the homepage, when you come to learningpodscanada.com, you will see this page here with this green button to start your journey. This is going to take you through to the sign up page. So if we click that button, it is going to take you to this page where you are going to be asked to choose your role. So we have a couple of main options for the roles that you can choose as a member on Learning Pods. You can choose to register as a parent or a parent host. So this is mostly for families, parents or guardians who are seeking alternatives for their children or nieces, nephews, grandchildren, whatever. Or also, if you are a parent host, you are perhaps a parent who maybe has a hosting space available that you could offer up to a pod. We have several parents who are doing that as well. Perhaps they don't want to teach, but they have a hosting space that they can offer. So that is the first main role. The second main role is facilitator or facilitator host. So these are our teachers. This is anybody who is looking to actually facilitate the learning in the pod, operate the pod, deliver the curriculum, and help the students along with their learning journey. So the reason that we refer to our teachers as facilitators is because while being a certified teacher is absolutely a major asset, it is not a requirement to actually join Learning Pods or to legally run a pod or a homeschool. It is not required to be an actually certified teacher. Anyone can do it from a legal standpoint. And there are many wonderful homeschooling moms who have some great experience or who have been working in childcare and have developed really fantastic programs for their kids and other people's kids as well. We also have other individuals such as childcare workers or other people who may have experience working with children that want to set up their pods. So we don't want to limit our facilitator role just to certified teachers. So if you are a teacher or a facilitator or a host facilitator, you can sign up here as well by clicking this button right here. Okay, so these are the two main roles. However, if you scroll down on this page, you will see that we have another option, not a facilitator or a parent. Now, if you are somebody who wants to be involved and you have a hosting space that you can perhaps offer for another pod to use, this is an option as well to become a host. And this can be a really great thing because there are situations that come up where there may be a pod that has the facilitator, they have the students, but they do not have a space where they can actually operate their pod. So that is why we have this option here as well. So if you have a commercial or residential space that you think would be suitable that you want to offer up, you can always register as just a host as well. And then at the bottom here, we also are working on developing our business service. This is for tutoring companies, schools, or other registered educational agencies and service providers that are running on more than just an individual pod basis. So this is for individuals who may want to join as a business. So likely that is not anybody on this call, but if you are running an educational business, this would be the answer for you. It is something that we are still developing. So if that is you, I would just encourage you to maybe get in touch with myself or Rachel to discuss opportunities for a business. Okay, so what we're going to do now is we're going to just kind of walk through the next steps for signing up and how that works. So if I were to sign up as a parent or a parent host, I would then be redirected to this page where I can choose what type of subscription that I would like to go with. So Learning Pods is a subscription-based service. We do ask that our members register for a subscription so that we are able to continue developing the website and make it sustainable, right? Make it something that is sustainable and that everybody, regardless of income level, is going to be able to afford and use. So we offer different tiers of subscription packages. The main two are here, MyPod and EasyPod. So MyPod is basically the do-it-yourself model. If you sign up for a MyPod subscription, you are going to have all of the tools and services and accesses on the website that you need to be able to connect with other members, secure your pod, create your pod agreement, build all of that up on your own. So that's the MyPod model, which is currently for parents being sold for $59.99 for an annual membership. So that's the one price for the year. The EasyPod model is basically our more helpful option. So this is going to be giving you the same access and tools as the MyPod membership, but it would also give you access to somebody like myself or like Rosa, who is a pod partner and is able to provide you assistance each step of the way. So this would include things like an orientation meeting, where we would provide you with information about how to get started. It would include ongoing consultation. It would include assistance with advertising and recruiting for your pod to build it up. It includes creation of a flyer to help advertise for your pod. And you also get a couple of additional perks with this, including a free curriculum, free unit of curriculum. And you would also get to have access to an affiliate code as well, so that you could bring in new members to the website and earn cash back that way. So that is the EasyPod subscription. This one is a month-to-month subscription. So for parents, it is right now running $25 each month plus a $75 sign-up fee. We do ask for a 3-month commitment period for EasyPod, after which time you can cancel at any time. And when you do cancel your EasyPod subscription, you would automatically be downgraded to a MyPod, so for the rest of the subscription year. So if you registered for EasyPod in May of 2022, for example, and you worked with EasyPod for 3 months, you would then downgrade for a MyPod until the following May of 2023. So that is how that would work. And then if you scroll down on this page, you can see a much more detailed list of what the benefits are for these different packages. Okay, and then I will just quickly shoot over to the facilitator side just so I can show you the price difference. Okay, so many of these perks and access and tools are the same. For the facilitators, there are some slight differences. However, because the facilitator packages are often a little bit more involved, especially on the EasyPod side, and because facilitators do have the opportunity to earn an income, we do charge slightly more. So the Facilitator MyPod is currently on sale for $74.99 annually for the subscription year. And the EasyPod is on sale for $49 monthly plus a $99 sign-up fee. So that is the difference for the facilitator. And if you sign up for a host, it would be the same price range as the facilitator. So we really do encourage our members to sign up for a subscription fee. There is an option to sign up for a basic membership. However, this really does not get you very much access. So if you scroll to the bottom of the page, there is the option to try the basic plan. However, when you look at the charts here, you will see that there really is not that much that comes with the basic. And the reason for that is because we just really do need to run off of a subscription-based model in order to actually keep things going and make this website and this whole movement sustainable. You know, a lot of other similar platforms charge on a per pod basis, and that is something we do not want to do. We don't want to force our members to give us a cut of their pods, because once again, we want to try to make this as affordable as possible to as many people as possible. However, the reality of the situation is that we need to be able to earn enough income to be able to sustain this. So that is why we do offer the subscription model and why we do not offer very much access to our basic members. Okay, so once you have completed the registration process, you would then be redirected to the payment page. I won't go through the entire payment procedure, but I will just briefly show you what that looks like, where you can fill in your information and then complete your purchase. So that is how that will work for the checkout. And if you are ordering an Easy Pod, you will actually have an additional step here where you are going to have to choose a pod partner who is going to act as their assistant, who will work with you. Oh, and actually that is, I think, on the next step. So I will just pull up the page. So what you are going to see when you go through that purchase is a page that looks like this, which is our featured pod partners page. So you can take a look at our pod partners, and you will see at the bottom here a services I offer button. So if you click that, you will see what services the pod partner is offering. So if you are going through and purchasing the Easy Pod subscription, you will see that Ron here offers the Easy Pod Assistant. So that is what you would select then. And then that would make Ron your designated Easy Pod partner who would work with you each step of the way as you go forward to create and build your pod. And you will also notice here that there are parent and facilitator consultations that we offer. So those are basically a phone call, a one-time phone call that is something to provide you with all of the information that you would need to get started. So this includes a lot of information, including things like how to get started, using the platform, additional questions such as insurance, legalities of podding in your specific province or area. We can get into educational advice, curriculum advice, all sorts of questions and topics. So that is a really great service to purchase for parents or facilitators as well. If you perhaps don't want all of the Easy Pod assistance, but you do have some questions and you would like some more detailed one-on-one time to get those questions answered. Okay, so once you have completed your sign up and assuming that you have purchased your subscription, you are then going to go onto the website. And I'm going to just take you on a brief tour of our website and the different tools and services that we offer and how to find and access these things. So you will see here that we are on the news feed. So when you log into Learning Pods, once you have completed your membership and your subscription, this is what you are going to see. So if you scroll down, you can see that it kind of looks a little bit like Facebook in that it has the different posts and activity that's been going on the website down the news feed here. And then you will also see other sections of the website down on the side, for example, upcoming events. You can see tonight's Learning Pods information session. You can also see that there is a information session for one of our pods, Aurora Alternative, on the side. You can see which members are active, all sorts of things. And then right at the top, we actually have a Learning Pods platform tour and overview. which will take you on a bit more of a detailed tour of the platform as well and provide you with some more information to get started. So that is the news feed. Once you log in, the very first thing that you're going to want to do is to complete your profile. You can access that by clicking this drop-down name at the top here next to your name, and you will see you have several options. If you want to visit your profile, you can simply click this button here. We also see options to edit profile, look at your pod groups that you are a member of, invite friends to join. You can view your transactions that you have made on the website, account details. There's a link to contact us with questions, and of course to log out. So if I wanted to view my profile, I can simply click here, and then that would redirect me to my profile. And we can see on the side here, it shows that there is a lot of sections of this profile that are not complete. So we can edit that by either going back to the drop-down menu and choosing edit profile, or by simply clicking edit profile here. And then it will go through and take you through all of the different sections that you need to go through to complete it. And you'll see on the side here, there's 3 different sections. Okay. So we're going to go back to the news feed. Oh, one more thing with the profile, actually. One of the reasons that we do really encourage our members to complete the detailed profile, even though there is a lot of information that we ask, is because it really does help with finding and connecting with other members who share your preferences. So kind of, again, you can take that dating website analogy where, you know, if you put down a lot more details about what it is that you're looking for, you're more likely to find a better match. So it's kind of the same mentality here with learning pods. If you give more details about what exactly it is you're looking for in a pod, it is more likely that you're going to be able to find somebody that is able to match your preferences. And it will be much easier to go through and vet other members. Okay, so I will just take you on a brief tour of some of the other links that we have on the website here. So continuing off in this corner, we have search functions. We have your inbox where you can go to see and send private messages, just like an email. We have your notification tab, which will show when there is action going on in relation to your profile or your pods. And of course, your shopping cart for any purchases you have made. Along the top here, we have a few different tools. Our pod and member search provides you with 2 different options for searching for pods or members in your local area. You can open the pods map or the members directory, and that will redirect you to these pages where you can type in your search to try and find pods that are in your local area or connect with members that are in your local area. So this is what the pods map search looks like. You can enter your information up here, and then that will narrow down the search on the map. You can see the number of pods in different areas indicated by these circles here. And then for the members directory, it's in a list form rather than a map form. But once again, you can enter your keywords, you can enter your location. So for example, it currently says 10 kilometers, within 10 kilometers of Aurora. And then it will list anybody and all of the members who match those search results. Okay, under our member services, we have a few options. We have an option to visit our featured pod partners page, which will once again redirect you to this page here, where you will see the pod partners that are available. You have options to check out the services that we offer, whether it be for EasyPod Assistant or a consultation. And you can also contact us if you have any questions or you would like to learn more. Under member services, we also have our forums and some other tools and resources under Secure Your Pod, including things like accessing our optional insurance. And then under the help section, we have several resources that are really great for getting started. I would highly recommend checking our tutorial video catalog, as this provides you with a detailed list of videos with many details and information that is going to show you and demonstrate to you exactly how to navigate our platform and how to use all of the tools and services that we have. So we have about 9 or 10 videos posted up there now covering all of the basics of the platform. And this is something that we are continuing to work on expanding. So there will be more videos in the future. We also have articles that detail and outline the basics of homeschool legislation by province. This is very useful and can answer a lot of questions that people have related to the legalities of learning pods and homeschooling in any given province, as there are slight differences depending on where it is that you're located. You can also access information about our pod insurance policy, which protects from liability for hosts. And you can also, of course, contact us if you have any more questions. Okay, and then just quickly down the side menu bar here. So you can obviously click this button if you would like to return to this page, your news feed. If you would like to search for regional and community groups, this is a button that you can use. This is a little bit different from our pod groups in that our regional and community groups are serving a wider area, a more local area. So for example, if I were to open this up, we can see things like the Thunder Bay region, the Lennox and Addington region. If we scroll down, you can see the York region, Barrie. So these are groups that are serving a wider community. And this is a really great place to join the group, post in the news feed, connect with other local members, advertise pods, and ask questions to try to get to know other members and find people who share your preferences and who might be a good fit to create a pod with. Okay, if we go down here, the next option is to post a pod. This is an option for you if you are wanting to actually create your own pod group. Any subscription member can create a pod and use this pod group to actually advertise and bring in new members. This is also a really great option because it prevents you from needing to go out and create your own website. A lot of people who go the independent route will create their own website, and that's totally fine. But by creating your own Learning Pods group, it's kind of like a Facebook group where you can communicate with your members, post about what's going on in your pod, and bring in and advertise for new members as well. So we're not going to go through all of the steps here, but you will see that it does outline the main steps that you will need to go through to create your pod group. And then you can use this group very much like you would a Facebook group for, once again, communicating and chatting with your members, and as well as advertising to bring in new members. Okay, last couple things here. We have our marketplace. This is an area where we have several different curriculum options as well as resources to share. This is for purchase. This is something that we are continuing to work on developing and expanding, including providing our own locally developed educational resources. So some of those are coming to the marketplace soon. And along with that, we are soon going to be providing our subscription members with rewards and access to some of these locally developed educational resources that will help you along with your Learning Pods journey. And those are things that our subscription members will be able to access simply by engaging on the platform, doing things like logging in regularly, posting in groups, adding friends by making connection requests, completing your profile. All of those things that you would do to engage on the website would earn you points and help you to unlock some free resources. And that is something for our subscription members. Basic members will be able to access some of that, but not most of it. And then finally, we of course have a calendar where we can post some events. So any events that our subscription members have with their pods can be posted in the calendar. Okay, so that pretty much wraps up the basic tour of the website and a general overview about what it is we do and the services that we offer. So I would like to open it up now to see what kinds of questions that we have.